Hello, long time no film. What is up, you guys? I hope you guys have been having a good summer so far. I haven't filmed in quite a while. I've been taking a little break and putting less pressure on myself to make a video every single week because my whole gig here is to be as natural as possible, and forcing content is just not natural to me. But I wanted to jump on here because I wanted to talk about something that's a little different. I know sometimes my channel can get a little negative, not so much in the things that I say, but more so the things that I'm talking about. I talk a lot about hardships, things that are tough to deal with in life, and as helpful as I'd like to think that those things are, I also want this channel to be a place where we can talk about the good things that happen too. And to be honest, a lot of good things have been happening to me recently. Now, before I get started, this is not a video about me bragging about how great my life has been in the last month or so. It's really just to inspire conversation, to talk about the great things that are happening, the great things that have happened, the great things that will happen, so we can be in constant conversation of positivity and great energy, and less focused on the bad things that are happening, even though they do take up a lot of the time. So this video is just going to be chatting, talking about my perspective on when things are going really well, because again, for me, they have been going really well recently. First things first, I guess I'll tell you about what's been happening the last month or so. About 3 weeks ago, I had a week where I was doing a lot of interviews. I was applying to a couple different jobs. I had just hit my 1-year mark at Lululemon as an educator, and it was time for me to challenge myself and seek something different that would follow along my development plan and my short and long-term goals. So a couple opportunities presented themselves. I went for them, had lots of interviews, was so stressed out. There were 3 back-to-back interviews. It was crazy, and I felt really good about them, but it was a lot of preparation, a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, and a lot of nerves. I will say though that being nervous for something was such a exciting and fulfilling feeling because it was something that I really wanted and something that I really cared about. So anyways, those interviews aside, I ended up getting what I would like to consider one of my dream jobs. Basically what I'll be doing is running social media for Vancouver for Lululemon, and I cannot wait. You guys know A, I love Lululemon, and B, I love content creation, so this truly is such a dream job and a dream role for me in my development plan for where I want to be 5-10 years from now. I think that I waited a perfect amount of time after graduation to give myself that time I needed to grow as a person and figure out what I wanted to do before kind of kickstarting my career. If you haven't seen any of my post-graduation career videos, then I will link them down below, and I'll also put one up here if you're interested in that. Second thing that happened for me is I am developing a relationship with someone, which I won't get into because I don't like talking about things like that, but it is an exciting thing. It has been a while since I have dabbled in the relationship life, you know, single Sam here. She was here and she was here to stay for a good hot minute and she loved it, okay? But now we are trying to branch out and share things with another person, so that is going really well, and that has been an exciting thing that's been taking up some of my time recently. Didn't really think I was going to say that on camera, but here we are. Obviously, it's still a very new situation, but again, it's exciting. It's something that makes me nervous, and I'm all about those nerves these days. And then the third thing, guys, hold on, let me just put down my computer and grab this guy. Oh my god. Look. Meet Bozzy. This is our newest member of our family. He is an Australian Labradoodle, and he is, I think, 2 months old now. We just got him a few days ago, and he has been the most precious addition to this family. I mean, look at this face. Look at that face. He has been one of the 3 great things that have been happening to me in the last month or so, and I am so happy that he has joined our family. It was perfect timing. He has been adjusting so well, and he's such a calm puppy. Look at him. And he smells delicious. Like, why does he smell so good? How do I smell as good as you? Anyways, I'll put him back down because he was sleeping and chewing on his bone, so okay. So those are kind of the things that have been happening for me, and that's kind of a catch up on, oh god, he's touching my computer, stop. He's gonna jump on the, no, stop. For the most part, this has been a really big jump upwards, and it's been very exciting, and I'm very grateful and very blessed that I've been able to get that. So if you / when you experience these kinds of positive jumps and these kinds of exciting new changes in your life that are causing you a lot of happiness, a lot of euphoria. Sorry, he's biting his bone down there. Please, oh, that's my cord. I just wanted to touch base on a couple of things that maybe you're thinking or maybe you're feeling when you're going through these situations. And I say when because everybody will have a moment in their life where they feel like everything is just going so well and they're just forming into the person that they want to be and the life that they want to live. So I think it's really important to touch base on this channel. Okay, here we go. First thing I want to talk about is skepticism. If you're anything like me, I'm a very realistic thinker. I do like to dream big and I like to make my goals really big. But at the end of the day, I like to think that I'm very logical and rational in the way that I think. And with that kind of comes this unwanted skepticism and the constant feeling of waiting for the other shoe to drop. When good things are happening to me, I'm like, when's the next bad thing gonna happen? Or when I'm building a relationship with someone, I'm like, they seem perfect now, but when are they gonna show their true colors? And this and that, and positive always has to come with a negative. And often those feelings take away from the fact that all this good stuff is happening in the first place. It's not to say that it's wrong to think that way. I mean, it's always good to be logical and rational and realistic. It obviously sets realistic expectations, but at the end of the day, you're hindering the euphoria that you could be getting from this awesome time in your life and from all the awesome changes that are happening, and you're taking away this awesome opportunity from yourself. Another thing is, sometimes when you have negative thoughts, they turn into the self-fulfilling prophecy. So what I mean by that, if you haven't heard of that, is when you think something's gonna happen, it ends up happening because you were so focused on that in the first place. You in a way caused that reaction because you were so sensitive, or you were looking for a negative factor to take place, and therefore it did because you were kind of manifesting the situation to begin with. If you're constantly waiting for something bad to happen, that means you're constantly looking for something bad to happen. And if you're constantly looking, chances are you'll find something. Don't chew on that. If you catch yourself thinking those thoughts or having those feelings, try to shut those down and just encourage yourself to live in the moment and be present with all the exciting things that are happening around you, because there's truly no point in having those thoughts and no point in engulfing yourself in self-fulfilling negativity. Instead of having those thoughts, I think it's really important to let this positive phase in your life and all the positive feelings that are surrounding you at this point fuel you in the direction of seeking more positive things. So for example, I got that job and I got this boost of confidence that I'm capable, that I have skills, that I am an expert in a specific field, and it encouraged me to want to create more projects, to do more content creation, to jump on here and talk about it and further my success that way. It doesn't have to be something that's completely relevant. Like, I didn't have to go and apply for an even greater job. Maybe I will later, but for now, I'm letting this positivity kind of fuel me in the right direction and develop myself as a person so that more good things can happen. If I'm on a streak, I might as well continue, you know what I'm saying? Another thing I want to touch base on is to give yourself credit when credit is due. You worked hard, you showed that you were capable, you impressed the interviewers, you impressed this person that wants to spend time with you. It was your personality, your charisma, your skills, your everything that got you these good things. It's not just the luck of the draw, it's stuff that you work for and stuff that you deserved and earned. Everything can be attributed to something that you did, something that you earned, and I think that you should be giving yourself that kind of subconscious credit instead of being like, oh yeah, I'm just really lucky these days. Like, no, you deserved it, you earned it, and you got it, girlfriend or boyfriend. I don't know why I said that. With this in mind, I am a huge believer in sharing. I think it's so important to share experiences, to share good things, to share bad things with other people, because it challenges their perspectives and their points of views on things that might happen to them in the future or might be happening now. For me, it's always been more effective to share an experience and have that person listen to what happened from start to finish in order for them to think differently about a situation that might happen to them, as opposed to just telling them how they should handle a situation. For me, it's always good to see real life results as opposed to just kind of like pulling advice out of my butt. You know what I'm saying? And I encourage you guys to share with your loved ones, with people around you, how you got the things that you got if things are going well for you, so that they can take what you learned from these positive experiences and apply them to their life and hopefully reap the same benefits that you did. I think sometimes people think that talking about the good things that are happening in their life equate to this kind of bragging, like self-centered vibe, but it always comes down to your intention. Are you sharing it because you want people to be like, oh wow, she's so much better than me? Or are you sharing because you want other people to feel the same way that you feel? Like right now, I'm sharing because I want you to constantly be thinking about the good things in your life and to constantly be chasing these positive emotions and these positive experiences, and not because I want you guys to be like, damn, like Sam's really killing it these days, because honestly that does nothing for me and it sure as hell does nothing for you. And the last thing I want to say is, if you know somebody that is going through a really positive stage in their life, I really encourage you to to be an insane supporter. And when I say insane, I mean I want you to shower this person in so much support and affection and pride, because if there's someone you love and someone you care about and someone you feel actually deserves all these good things that are happening to them, show them, tell them, make them feel that they deserve this, because it all comes back around, and when things start happening for you, they are going to be that presence in your life. I have been showered in insane support from all the people around me, from people at work, from my family, from my friends, from my employers. Everybody has come together and given me so much support, and it has inspired me to constantly be pushing that support back out to people that I care about, because it is an insanely great feeling. I cannot get over it. And again, remind yourself that you deserve this support because you worked hard and you are hopefully a good person. And I know I said that was the last thing, but I have one more thing to say before I sign out of here. In my last video, the one that was all about if you're dealing with somebody or your own life that's spiraling downwards out of control, which is basically the opposite of this video. I'll link it up here if you haven't watched it. I talked about the power of reminder, and I think this is the perfect example of something that you should really hold on to and remember in your mind. If things are going really well for you, hold on to this feeling, hold on to these memories, so that when things start going downhill or things start coming up that are less positive, you can remember this feeling and remember that things will go back up, because that's the way life works. Things go up, things go down, and things go back up again. That is all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any suggestions for more videos, please leave them down below, and like, comment, and subscribe if you wanna. I'll let you say bye to Sleepy Boz one more time. Goodbye. Oh, I'm dead. I will catch you in the next one, guys. Bye!